I love cooking and I love teaching people how to cook. Good food is so important, not just for our health, but for our temperament, and it doesn't need to be complicated. For this series, I've created a set of menus which I hope you will try, either as individual dishes or as a complete and balanced meal. We're so lucky to have some of the best raw ingredients in the world. Let's make the most of them. There was once a time when crudités, usually strips of raw carrot and celery and a sauce of some kind into which the vegetables were dipped, were regarded as very sophisticated. The idea behind this dish, potato aioli with cherry tomatoes, avocado and quail egg, is not dissimilar in that the uncooked vegetables and hard-boiled egg garnishes can be drawn through or dipped into the smooth and garlicky potato. It's very important to deal with the potatoes for the potato aioli while they're still hot. If you allow the potatoes to cool, they may get a little gluey on you, so they won't be nearly as charming. So I've cooked my potatoes in boiling salted water, and I like to cook them, generally speaking, with the skins still on, which means, of course, I have to peel them at this stage. Now, the potatoes should be, ouch, too hot to handle at this stage. So just peel the skins off. I mean, you could have peeled them before you cook them, and it would mean that you wouldn't have to do this stage. But I do think that cooking them with the skins on gives you a better flavour. So I'm going to push these potatoes through what's called a mouli legume, or a potato ricer, some people call it. And that means I'll have absolutely no lumps in the aioli later on when I'm serving it. So those going in there, and then push this through. It also goes through the mouli much quicker when the potato is hot. That's pretty much what we can achieve. Then scrape that off there. Okay, so to that potato, we're going to add a little mayonnaise. So some lovely homemade mayonnaise, like that. And then, which may seem like a strange ingredient, when I'm straining the potatoes, I keep a little of the potato cooking water. And I'm also going to add a little of that in there, and maybe some more in a moment. Some chopped parsley to add lovely green and flavour. Some chopped chives to add more green and more flavour. And then, because it's aioli we're making, the aioli is always going to involve mayonnaise somehow and garlic. The potato added to the mayonnaise and the garlic and the other ingredients today makes it a potato aioli. So that goes in there. Now, at this point, mix and decide. What we're looking for is just a nice sort of gentle puree. So decide if it needs, I think it needs another little bit of mayonnaise like that, and a few more drops of the potato water, like that. Now, that's exactly the soft, sort of gentle consistency that I want. Taste and see if it needs any more seasoning. And it does. It needs another pinch of salt. And that should have that just perfect. So you can have that made and just put to one side. The other lovely ingredient, apart from my vegetables that I'm going to put in here, are some quail eggs. A quail egg, to hard boil it, you put it into boiling salted water like a normal egg, like a hen's egg. But in the case of a quail egg, you boil it for 6 minutes exactly. Then to peel them, it's exactly the same as peeling a hen's egg. So tap it on your board like that, give it a little roll, and then peel off the shell. And you see the way the membrane holds the shell together. So for whatever reason, the membrane on a quail's egg shell is firmer than that on a hen's egg. Once you've peeled them, put them into a bowl and pop them back into the fridge until you are ready to serve. Now, the other ingredients I have all ready to go here. So my potato, I'm going to pop out onto the big plate. Just like that. So spread it out. I like to leave a little border around it. Now, there we are. So I'm going to start off with the little quail eggs, some of which you can just pop on whole, like that. And then the really perfect ones you can have to reveal the rather beautiful little centers. The next thing I'm going to pop on are some little tomatoes. So the ripest, firmest tomatoes you can get. If you can get sort of different varieties of tomatoes, all the better. Then Avocado is also really, really lovely with these ingredients. So I think I'm pretty much there. Lovely. Pop that in there. So we've got some really beautiful little small little spring onions, or what some people would call scallions. So I'm going to arrange those around the edge of the dish. Okay, so kind of looking a little crazy like that. I suppose it depends what your definition of crazy is, doesn't it? Some radishes, which again, because I like when your guests or your family can pick up the radishes and eat them, just drawing them through the potato. Almost there. Now, a little bit of dressing. Okay, so I have a little bit of classic olive oil, lemon juice, salt and pepper in here, just to give a little more glaze. Ooh, the other thing that's very important that I do is season my vegetables. So, got a little sea salt to lift the flavor. And then this dressing is also going to flavor, so it's like a little sort of vinaigrette. And then when you draw the scallions through that gorgeous, then maybe unexpectedly, a pinch of cumin, like that. So light, delicious, refreshing, whimsical, amusing, delicious.